Umetsu.
I'm Greg Lee.
And this is pump operations for exterior fire attack training in the South Dirt Lot.
Hi, I'm Cadet Ramirez and I'll be deploying the lines.
I'm going to begin this video with all things considered cab work, including engine starting procedures and engaging the pump. I open my door and I need to turn on my battery. This particular engine has 3 positions and we're going to run it into both positions. I hop up, I'm going to hover the brake with my foot and ensure that my parking brake is engaged. Then I'm going to turn on my ignition switch, which is going to give me audible alarms letting me know that the engine is ready to be started. As I press my push start, I'm going to check my display screen for 2 ends, letting me know that I'm in neutral. Now I'm ready to shift from road to pump. This is a 3-step switch, and I pause in the middle. I wait for a second and I come down. I'm in our 3rd position. My pump engage light is on. I also heard the transition. Now I need to put it in drive so I can get my OK to pump light. I wait. I see my OK to pump light, and I also felt the transition as well. Now we're ready to exit the cab. As I exit, I'm going to ensure my parking brake is engaged and step out.
Now that the cab work is done and the door is shut, we're going to head over to the panel. As I walk over to the panel, I'm going to check that my discharge gauge reads between 30 and 50 psi. I'm going to make sure that my pump is engaged and that this light is on. My tank to pump is open, and my tank to fill is closed. I'm going to go over and set my chalk.
Now that the pump panel is set, the cadet is ready to deploy lines. Tug to ensure that the cadet has cleared their bed. Water! Water coming! The cadet is ready for water and the line is controlled. So I'm going to open her line at idle and give her 100 psi. As I open the valve, I'm going to grab the hose and look down the line, ensuring adequate water flow. I open slowly and deliberately. After my valve is all the way open, I'm going to throttle up to 100 psi. Look down the line as I throttle up for the cadet safety. The cadet is at 100 psi. As soon as she opens the nozzle, I can bump her up to 140. Is at the nozzle I have 100 psi. At 24 pounds per 100, with 150 feet of inch and 3/4 hose flowing 125 GPM, I get 136. my panel only reads in 10s, so I'm gonna bump it up to 140.
Shut it down! Shut it down! With the shutdown, I'm gonna throttle down to idle. I'm gonna close my discharge. Lead the line! Now that I'm in between cadets, I need to fill my tank with water. I'm going to do so at this time. Starting by coming over to the gauge Y. I'm going to open it up by cracking it slowly. And opening it all the way. Walk over to my auxiliary section. I'm going to crack this as well. And then slowly open it all the way. I'm going to open my tank fill with 2 hands. I can hear water flowing. I'm going to watch my sight as it rises to fill the tank. Since we're in the dirt lot, we're going to stop it 2 inches from the max fill line. So now we're assuming that we're 2 inches below. I'm going to go ahead and shut my tank fill. I'm going to come over, close my auxiliary section, and then shut off my gated Y. Now we're ready for the next cadet rotation.
At the end of the day, we have to complete our shutdown procedures, which means reversing the cab work. Now I'm going to hover brake with my foot. I'm going to switch to neutral and bump the pump shift back to road. Stop in the middle, and now I go back up. I'm going to double check my parking brake and switch the ignition off. As I exit the cab, I'm going to turn the battery into the off position.
This concludes our training video.
And on behalf of Class 56 and 57,
We're outworked by none,
And always moving forward.
and together we thrive!
So this is Umetsu at the wheel. We're pulling out of the south lot right now. She just did a training video for us. She's been pumping for a couple of days, doing an awesome job. She's about to straddle this mud puddle so that we don't get our duels in a bind. Doesn't get better than that. She's feeling confident. She's actually using the accelerator now. I'm not afraid to be in the cab with her anymore. She's driving as if she's got complete control. Look at this. Lee's driving my big rig. I don't know if I'm more crazy being in here with Umetsu or letting Lee drive my rig. So this is Battalion 57, and the cadets of this battalion have to wash this rig. So we're going to kind of pull in here, jockey somewhere so that they can wash this out. So maybe come about, see where 38 is, park on this side of the 38, 15 feet away.